Martyrs is a French film that I think has an interesting premise, but is ultimately such an unpleasant experience to sit through, I don't think I could really recommend it. This is a film that I think many would consider under that umbrella of the gratuitous torture type. However, one thing that sets it apart from the likes of Hostel, which also gets similar criticisms, is that there is a stated purpose for the torment of the victims involved. It's just not a very good purpose. Not a very practical one. I would say a pointless purpose. The people inflicting this awful treatment are part of some sort of secret society or cult that believes that they can make a person who is able to, while still alive, witness what the afterlife is like, and they're hoping to create that person and have that person tell them what the afterlife is like. They call that person a martyr, and they're using the Greek root of the word martyr, which means to witness, rather than specifically, choosing to sacrifice oneself for a, faith-based or religious principle. Because make no mistake, these martyrs aren't choosing anything. The process is rather straightforward. First, you create what they call a victim, and this is presumably the easiest part. You start by depriving them of the things that all of us need: sunlight, freedom, food, water, other people. And then you up the ante in terms of the severity of that treatment. You beat the person, you apply weapons to beat the person, you maim, you disfigure, you turn the person into a shell of themselves. And at this point, they start to hallucinate, start to see things that are generally driven by their own guilt in their life or, based on the trauma that they're experiencing. The really tough part is to get them to progress past this point into true martyrdom. At the end of the movie, one of our main characters, Anna, does achieve this state, and they state that in the last 17 years of trying, of subjecting many people to this, only 4 people have done so. The film itself starts with one of these subjects, a girl named Lucy, escaping her captors. She's taken in by an orphanage, she refuses to explain what happened to her, they see all of her injuries, but she never does disclose who or what or why. And a lot of that is because she doesn't understand herself. She befriends another little girl named Anna who wants to help her, and they become very, very close. And Lucy is experiencing this monstrous figure who appears to be a manifestation of her own guilt of potentially leaving another victim there when she escaped. She describes being attacked by this figure over and over again, but most people think that the wounds she is receiving during these incidents are self-inflicted. They remain close as they grow up, and Anna offers to help Lucy, find some level of peace. Lucy believes the only way to do so is to find her tormentors and deal with them brutally, which she does. And Anna, though she wants to help Lucy, doesn't actually believe that this happened in the way Lucy remembers. Lucy does achieve this peace after dealing with her tormentors and their family in the form of this hallucination of a figure taking her life for her, though from Anna's perspective, that's not what it looks like. Only once this is done does Anna, once checking out the house, find the dungeon and torture chamber where all of this happened, and then she starts to believe that what Lucy said she experienced was real. But she's too late to help Lucy, and also to help herself, because instead of leaving when she came across this scene of carnage, she sticks around in the house, and at this point, the organization that Lucy's tormentors were a part of show up to see what's going on. They find their agents, if you can call them that, dead and gone. They find the victims that they were using to try to create a martyr, also dead and gone, and they find a girl, Anna, who they decide could make a new replacement victim. The rest of the movie is them applying this process to Anna, and at the end, she does achieve martyrdom after being flayed alive and kept in that state. In this state, she does appear to witness something, and this woman who explained the process to her earlier in the film and appears to be some member of leadership within this secret society comes to listen to her give her testimony as to what she's seeing. We never hear what Anna actually said to her, and she and the organization call a big meeting to relate what Anna's testimony was, only for the woman who received it to take her life, telling the others to keep doubting. And that's about it. That's the film in a nutshell. It seems like a long way to go for an excuse to just show scenes of graphic torture. And I could see some message about these cults spending so much time and resources to commit atrocities only to disregard the answer that they were seeking so strongly as something that the movie is trying to convey. But I don't even fully grasp what it is that this leader of the cult who takes her own life is trying to say. She says keep doubting, and then she goes to the afterlife. So is the afterlife something good? Or is it something so horrific that that's why she decides to take her life and end that charade? But then she'd be going to the afterlife. So I don't fully grasp what it is that she is even trying to share when she says to keep doubting. Keep doubting what? That the afterlife is real? That it's not real? That it's good? That it's bad? Who knows? If you have any ideas, please do let me know in the comments below, because I'm at a loss for this one. There are only 2 movies left, and I'm posting this video on Halloween itself, so if you want a double feature with me, the list of movies is in my pinned videos.